The Printing Bureau. Just a quick update on the market. Today is Wednesday. Nothing is financial advice here, as you know. It's just what I'm doing and sharing it. Make your own research, come to your own conclusions, and do what you want to do. I'm not a financial advisor in any way, shape, or form. All right. Okay. So if you look at, I just wanted to show something here, right? So last cycle in 2021, you can see that we came to the 50-day moving average close, very close to the 50-day moving average. We then played around there for a while, right? And you can see we played around there for a while. So we kind of had some bullish action because of this candle. So we went up a little bit, came down, went up a little bit, came back down, went up a little bit, then final dump, right? And then you also then go up and then you test. This wick is tested again, as you can see, before we went off to the races, right? Now, if you look at the, let me make this bigger, all right? So if you look at the percentage drop that you had for that one, we had a 55% drop, right? Okay, what we currently have got is from there to here is 28%. Now, of course, I don't expect it to be the same in terms of drop levels because, you know, this particular season, things are very, very different in terms of level of drops. But if we say that we're going to have to come back to the 50-day moving average and play around here for a while, if this is supposed to be the correction and that's the bottom and that's the end of it, then we're going to play around here for a while. We will test this candle on the weekly chart a few times, either have a double bottom or exceed it with a divergence before we start going to the races like you had here. So you can see we had a double bottom there. So this one was 28,688. This one was 28,780. So almost like a double bottom scenario you've got here, right? And then you had actually like almost like a triple bottom because it came back into the wick, right? So at the very least, next week, at the close of this week, next week, I do expect that at some point we will, if this is the real move, we will test here a couple of times and probably exceed it and test somewhere here. But I don't think this is the move anyway. But if it is the move, we have to stay objective. If it is the move, then cool. We will see some kind of price rejection backwards into here, double bottom type scenario. We go down a little bit, maybe to 51K, and then we have a bullish divergence like here, like something like that. If we have something like that next week where we come down and exceed this particular candle or have a double bottom scenario, we know, and we also have to have some really, really strong volumes on it. Look at the volumes that we had down here. So you can see the volumes there, yeah, and you can also see that the volumes we've got is very, very tiny anyway. So this really is not yet the move. You want to see strong volume at the moment. So there is some more downside on Bitcoin. I think, you know, my target of 59, 59, I think 59.6 or whatever it is, you know, for the week is likely to be hit. So 59.9 is probably was my target. So that probably gets hit and then you have a reversal back down. So that's just a quick update for you on Bitcoin and the price action. For alts, I mean, if Bitcoin is going to drop a further 10%, if we say Bitcoin gets here and drops a further even 13%, only 13%, then your alts are going to also drop quite a lot. Likewise, when you look at the total market cap, so if I just bring the total market, total 3, for example, total 3, so total 3, I think over the weekend I was talking about the fact that we're going to have there is a dead crossing coming. So there's a dead crossing coming on the weekly chart, and so you're going to rally into it. I won't be surprised if we hit somewhere here 605 billion. I won't be surprised at all. But once this happens, it's going to send us all the way back down to somewhere here around the 486 billion, right? A typical example of that is if we go back here and go and have a look at your dead crosses and see. So look at the dead cross we had here. So you rallied into it. So if I make it bigger, right? So as the dead cross was going to happen, we did have a bit of a rally into it. As you can see, this rally here. So we rallied into it. And then nearer the time, we did collapse. And, after the dead cross, we also then went down a little bit more, right? So I do expect something like that. If you go back again and go and have a look at another scenario of a dead cross, if we have it on the chart, you see that whenever you have a dead cross, you rally into it. So look at this one as well. So dead cross incoming, you rally into it, and then after the dead cross, you then dump, right? So there is a dump after that, right? So there will be a dump after the dead cross. So expect that, and the weekly trend is not changed in any way, shape, or form. So just stay safe out there. Take profits if you can't take them, and wait for confirmation on a weekly chart or high tide before you throw your chips into the basket. All right, that's just a quick update. Enjoy the rest of the week.